Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com. How many of us would walk away from $10 million? If you're a financial advisor, how many of you would advise your client to take a deal that calls for them to receive $10 million less? Let's do the math on why Floyd Mayweather may never face Manny Pacquiao. And the answer is simple: money. Let's say Victor Ortiz and Floyd Mayweather generate 1.5 million pay-per-view buys. I don't know what the actual number is, but when it comes out, you'll be able to judge that number against this video. Let's say they generate 1.5 million pay-per-view buys at $50 a pop. I'm going to discount the actual $59.95 price just so we can make the numbers easier for the video. Right? So let's say 1.5 million pay-per-view buys times $50 gives you $75 million. If Ortiz is paid 2.5 base plus an additional 2.5 in pay-per-view participation, right? If he's paid $5 million, that leaves $70 million from which Floyd Mayweather takes his cut. Right? That's a $70 million pool of money. Others take a cut from that money, but it's $70 million. Now, if Floyd and Manny match the 2.4 million buys of the most watched boxing match on pay-per-view in history, De La Hoya Mayweather, right? 2.4 million buys. Understand, at $50 a pop, that leaves $120 million. If Manny Pacquiao takes half of that, that leaves $60 million for Floyd, a smaller pot than he would get fighting a Victor Ortiz. If Floyd fights Saul Alvarez, the 154-pound champion, unbeaten, so you have a promoter's bonanza, unbeaten against unbeaten for a title, right? If they were to get 2 million pay-per-view buys, right? 400,000 less than Floyd Manny. And if Saul Alvarez were to get paid $10 million, understand, 2 million pay-per-view buys times 50 gives you $100 million. You subtract out the 10 for Saul Alvarez, that leaves you with $90 million. In other words, 1.5 times the pot of Pacquiao Mayweather if Pacquiao Mayweather is the most watched boxing match in history. Let's juggle the numbers. Understand, from Floyd Mayweather's perspective, he makes as much money fighting Victor Ortiz and probably more money fighting Saul Alvarez than he would fighting Manny Pacquiao. And let's talk about legacy. If Floyd has 2 more fights, does he hurt his legacy by fighting the unbeaten junior middleweight champion and then jumping up a weight class to middleweight where he's never fought to go out against one of boxing's best pound for pound, Sergio Martinez, the middleweight super champion? Would that hurt his legacy? Let me hear from you. Let's discuss it. Leave your comments for me here on YouTube with your own numbers and your own reasons why Pacquiao Mayweather, with all of its problems, lower payday, drug testing issues that seem to be ongoing, why that's a more desirable fight than the more lucrative fights I've just discussed. Let me hear from you, and visit us at gamblersadvisory.com. Thanks for stopping by.